So that damn scratchy throat ass Mona Scott Young asked Hazel Eam, do you it seemed like all y'all know each other, all y'all sleep together, like what's the tea? Hazel E was like, look, pretty much the tea is that, you know, a lot of homeboys sleep with each other, all that jazz. And Young Bird was like, oh, but you fuck Ray J though. Really, Young Bird? Like, I don't like him. I don't. Anyway, you know, Hazel E and that hair. Hazel started to look better and better throughout the season. I mean, as the season progressed. But she looked the fool on this reunion. What the hell did she have on? That little cape, um, a fur jacket, whatever it was. That hair, no, Hazel, no, 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 no. It was all wrong. Anyway, so we get to Ray J and Tierra. In a nutshell, Ray J apologized. He was like, because he didn't like the person that he was, he shouldn't have did that to a woman. He shouldn't have did that to Tierra. He felt bad about everything. And I hurt my family and all this when I did to you, and she apologized. They bring long titty ass Princess out. Because Princess is a cute girl, but she just look like she smoke a pack a day, and she has a nasty attitude. And so she brings her out, and she was like, what did she say? She was like, "Oh, what's up, fake ass hoe?" Mona was like, "Who you talking about? You're the only hoe up here." I was like, "Ooh," the crowd went ooh. The crowd's reactions a little bit more on point this reunion, so that's good. Cause I remember on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta reunion, the crowd seemed like it was dead. I was like, "What?" Mm-mm. So, um, I started to get into the whole storyline, how Princess took a dive like Trey Songz. Um, about the whole thing as to at the end, at the season finale, when Tiara and Ray J kissed, they asked Princess what she thought about it. She was like, honestly, like, I just felt like he was in a vulnerable space, and it don't matter. I'm gonna be with him. Honestly, we took a 2 week break, but we back on now. We back strong, and no matter what he do, I'm gonna be there for him. And I got him, bitch. I got him. Taunting Tiara. Tiara was like, bitch, I don't care what you got. Princess kept running off at the mouth. Tiara, I looked like she took off her shoe. Tiara hair was laid like Aphrodite. Tiara hair was laid like a Greek goddess. Like whoever placed that cap on her head. Yes, it was thick and it was fresh. That was a fresh wig, indeed. It was fresh. And so, but that color on her, no ma'am, no tea. That Chucky color, that kind of burnt Chucky color, that ain't it. She should have had jet black hair, and gave the girls hell or brown. A brown will work on her, or jet black. But that rust colored hair, no, Tiara, no, bitch. Mm-mm. That hair would look good on somebody like Morgan, maybe even Miss Nikki Baby, or somebody. Oh my gosh, let me get to them later. So um they go into, that was pretty much the end of that. Tiara and Princess just kept getting into it, and pretty much Princess is a thought, and she's very much so like Karuchi Tran. She's like, look, okay, so you choosing the other woman over me? Okay, that's what it is. But you know what? I'm gonna become your stylist, bitch, because I ain't going nowhere. All right. She's like, by any means necessary. She gonna get that dick. All right. You can go out and sleep with whoever you want to sleep with, but just make sure you come home to me. Wow, I love the girls with morals. I love it. Self esteem is a motherfucker, ain't it? So we get to Youngberg and Hazel, and Mona asked Youngberg, was just like, look, well, how do you feel about this? And she was just like, what does she feel about what? She was like, she asked Hazel, how do you feel about the whole Youngberg thing? She starts to get emotional about it. And Masika was like, "It's all right. She's always crying or whatever." And Masika is just an evil, nasty. Oh my gosh, that bitch is funny though. She is. I can't stand her either. I really can't. And I was y'all have no idea how much I fucked with Masika at the beginning, but how she did Hazel, there's no good that's gonna come to you, sweetheart. None. I think you've already experienced some of it. Anyway, um, so they just start talking. Young Bird was just pretty much like, "Look, you were my 4 a.m. You were my Melanie Fiona." That was so shady. Did he write that? I wonder if he wrote that. That was so mean. Masika was just like, we were never friends and all that. And Tiara's situation was different. But Mona was like, well, kind of, but you was using that as a reason to, it's just kind of like the fact that she was working with Young Bird just turned the eye up a little bit on the stove a little more, so to speak. That made you even more and more pissed off, if you will. She was just like, yeah, bitch, I guess. Scratch your voice. Sincere started to talk looking like Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis from the 90s, talking about I just don't understand why Hazel would be bothered with somebody, why Young Bird would be bothered with Hazel, like, an older woman, like, when this beautiful 20, 21 year old bitch is out here. Like, why would you want to fuck with Hazel E? I don't like him either. Why is Sincere here? Who gives a fuck about somebody named Sacrifice? I mean, really. Sacrifice is that type of dude that's like when you on tour and say like it's a bunch of groupies and they want to get to the artist to sleep with them. He's the type of dude to be like, all right, but this is my homeboy. You got to sleep with me before you get to him. He's that type of nigga. He'll do anything just to get in there, just to get in there with the cool kids. And he's old as hell himself, and he's talking about damn Hazel E. I don't like Sacrifice. I don't. I don't like Sacrifice. I don't like Yamberg. I don't like Masika. I really don't like Nikki either that much. But she read Masika for filth. Nikki was like, she started to ask Nikki about it. And this is what I agree. This is the first thing I ever agreed with Nikki on. Um, Mona asked Nikki how did she feel about Hazel E and Masika's friendship and whatever, or relationship. She was like, look, I don't understand if we see, this is what the people see on TV. If we see you in a scene with a bitch every 5 minutes, which Masika was filming with Hazel the entire time for the most part. If we see that as the viewers, we're gonna think that y'all are friends or y'all are at least cool. Hazel shared a lot with Masika, and I'm sure Masika shared, whatever with Hazel. So it's just like if that's what we see that you're friends. So now all of a sudden you played her, it just looks crazy, Masika. But we were never friends. We were never friends. But it was like, but that's what it looked like. Like if you're really not friends with a bitch, like if you're really supposed to be giving us reality, like for real, which of course, it's scripted and bullshit, but allegedly. But um, if you're really not giving us the true shit, then don't give it at all. And I agree with that. Like, why film with a bitch if you really don't like her? Like, honestly. Like, if you're really not friends with somebody, why are you up in every scene with them? That makes no sense. Masika is dirty. She was doing nothing but getting information from Hazel so she could sit back and laugh at her at the end of the day and take her dude. Well, he was never really her, but y'all know what I mean. Like, that's ugly. And it came out of nowhere. I had no idea that Masika and Youngberg would have hooked up. I couldn't have guessed that and I can guess a lot. I'm pretty good at the guessing game. I like the way. Y'all remember that song? But yeah, it was just like it was crazy. Anyway, um, so Hazel E, Youngberg, he was just like, look, I apologize. They started going into the whole fun size thing. Tia Marie joined in. It was like he's fun size. You can play with it or whatever. It's fun. The dick is fun or whatever, but you can't really, you ain't really gonna feel no pressure or whatever, but it's fun. I fell out. Um, so what happened after that, people? Let's see. It wasn't really much. It was just a lot. It was like, do you feel bad, young bird? He was just like looking around. It was just like, look, I feel bad for, if I hurt her feelings, but as far as any kind of romantic shit going on, there was nothing ever there. Which I do believe that all the signs was always there, but hey, Hazel, you get your life. But I think she has, and I think she's doing well. At the end of the day, as delusional as Hazel E was, they treated like I've never seen somebody get treated that badly on the first season on the show. Like Kenya Moore wasn't even treated that badly. Like it's crazy. I mean, is it does Mona got something against Hazel? Like it's and hey, and Mona kills me. Like telling them to sit down and you're not gonna get out your seat. You can say what you want to say. But I don't. Mona got mouth too, and I be done cussed out and lost my job that quick. No, ma'am. Amarion and all them sitting in the audience laughing. We'll get to them, I guess, on part 3 of the reunion or whatever. But there's no need to get with them because they ain't do nothing. April and Amarion shared a picture of their little boy. He's so cute. This cute little Asian baby. He's so cute. It's not his. All right. So, allegedly. What else happened after that? So they get into Masika Malika and their damn strong ass face, Mr. Nikki baby. Masika was like, "Bitch, I gave birth to you. Bitch, you want, I'm your fucking storyline, bitch," which is kind of sort of true. It's very true. Um, so then what happened? It was just talking. They had Miss Nikki baby, Elvira ass mama up there. Her and Masika got into it. The lady was like, "Look, I'm gonna release some shit on Instagram or whatever because I saw it on my Instagram." Masika was like, "You're too old to have an Instagram." I couldn't take it. Masika was real disrespectful, low key. She really was. Like, if had there been somebody black she was talking to, they would have got up and popped the bitch in the mouth to get them lips bigger. Like, there's no way. She was low key disrespectful. But then I heard that Miss Nikki baby um is low key kind of racist or something because I heard that she said something to Morgan or something at least Morgan found offensive, and that's why she don't fuck with Miss Nikki baby. I can see that from her, especially from my mama. Yeah, for sure. Um, and she was just like, you know what? If you take off your clothes and I take off my clothes, so I can compete with you. It was, I was like, girl. This was like, don't nobody want to see no old bitch take off their clothes and twerk and shit. It was a mess. So they finally brought out Mally Mal, and it pretty much ended there for the most part. Nobody wants to see his big greasy ass damn earthworm. Don't like him neither. So yeah, Masika Malik and the lady mama was just going back and forth. Miss Nikki baby finally had enough of her disrespecting her mama, and she got up to go hit her, but of course she didn't let her go. Um, part 2 of the reunion looks like it's going to be a little bit more entertaining than this was. This was all right, but it was just a lot of scenes and people that I didn't give a shit about. I can give a shit about that whole Masika Malika Mally Mal Miss Nikki baby storyline. Honestly, I've never gave a shit about it from the very beginning. I've never felt like why. I've never understood why these people are on the show. I've never understood why we have to care, why we have to sit here and endure this mess. We've never seen any of these people a day in our life, and so it's just like, child, okay, or whatever. That was my review, y'all. I tried, child. It was draining though. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus, at It's King's World on Twitter, and Chasing Himself on Facebook. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. All right, love y'all. That was it. Bye.